This your boy JG, back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for watching. Always watching my content. My channel is steadily growing. I always appreciate the love and support. I've seen a lot more people comment on multiple videos, so that means people are really watching. It really inspired me to keep going, as far as my music reviews. So appreciate, like I said, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And also, if you want to support me financially, I have Cash App, $JGillsVA, and also Super Chat. It's also available during this premiere. So if you want to send me a Super Chat as you watch this review, feel free to do so. And also, if you want me to review or react to an album, music video, whatever you want me to react to, I have Pay to React, so you can send me a Cash App and send me, the song you want me to react to, and get right to it. And so I thought I'd get into these, these new gospel albums. So last night, I went to the Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth tour in Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. That's my hometown, Virginia. Born and raised. And so, I went to the My Truth tour last night. Amazing concert. Anthony Brown, if y'all know Anthony Brown, another great gospel artist in Group Therapy. They was the opening. He was the opening artist for the concert. What amazing production. Just amazing concert. Jonathan McReynolds, he's great live as well. He did a lot of his, he incorporated, of course, a lot of his older songs, from his past album. The different, albums he had, like Make Room and Stage 2. Those albums like that. I love this album, My Truth, and I'm gonna get into a review. But Anthony Brown was amazing last night. Voice was incredible, the message, and he also introduced a new song last night at the tour, at the concert. And so I thought I'd review this album, My Truth. Incredible album. If you haven't heard this album yet, check it out, especially for the younger adults, teenagers. I think he's very relatable to that demographic, because his songs is like a journal to me, and it reminds me of David in the Bible, where he was a psalmist and he wrote about things he was going through, and I kind of feel that spirit inside of Jonathan McReynolds. So we're gonna check out the track list. Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth. First of all, I love the cover, and I love the way they set it up at the concert, like a court case. If you haven't seen the tour, I don't want to spoil it, but I want to talk about something. He had some cuts from other famous gospel artists, that like they was in a court case. One of the artists, I don't want to say their names, but he played the lawyer, and then the other one played the judge. Then they had a comedian. He was like in a jury. And so it was very neat the way he structured the show. And back to the cover. I love the cover. I could say it kind of reflects the vibe of the album, My Truth. Very mature gospel album to me. Like I said, it's like a journal. He's really reflecting on thoughts and conversations um, he's had with God, in his life. And so I love the message of the album, and I love the way all the songs connect. He got a music video for most of the songs, and that's what I love, when artists really have visuals for a lot of the songs on the album. It starts off with detail. One of my favorite songs on the album. Close my mind, I see your hands on my life, and the simplest things, 'cause I know you make miracles every second, and every minute. I want you in, doing what only you do. In every moment, just know you want it in every detail. He really talks about, wanting God in his life in every moment, of his day. I can't do anything without God. And he has, like, topics and things that, we often hear in life. I need you every hour, if y'all know those old hymns and stuff like that. But he kind of, in a modern text, he's saying, I need you in every detail, every detail of my life. And I love that song, beautiful ballad on that song, Detail. I love the video as well. Your world, recognizing that it's God's world, and I'm just living in it. I'm just living day to day, striving to be more like God, striving to every day to be a better person. And I just love the message in that song. I love the vibe of that song. Able, I think the song is more like for the traditional crowd. Able, featuring Marvin Winans. Of course, Marvin Winans killed it. Pastor Marvin Winans. I love that song. He's able. Basically self-explanatory. He's more than able. Overrated. I love the message in the song. Sometimes, especially men, we feel like we always have to be strong. Even females, we feel we always have to be strong for everything, but it's overrated. God, most of the time you have to lean on God to give you strength, and that's basically what he was talking about in that song. We always try to put all the strength in our hands, but we have to put it in God's hand. And so Overrated was about that. All Along, I love the Afro beat. I love the way he sound good on the Afro beat. And at the concert, he added I'm Not Lucky, I'm Loved. He went back to that song, with that rhythm, and that was dope. Basics, shout out to Camper. He did that track, Basics. I love that song, going back to the basics, going back to God, going back to the root, going back to your foundation. A lot of young people these days, I must say, a lot more younger people these days, they're not really into the church, and that's sad. And they don't have a foundation to go back to. So I encourage parents, take your kids to church, let them have a foundation in God. And just talking about going back to the basics of God, basics and foundation of your faith. First Always, that was a good song as well. For Myself, featuring Chandler Moore from Maverick City. That was a good song, amazing song. It's kind of like a testimony. You know him for yourself. You've been through situations where God came through, and you know him for yourself. Sometimes it may take years to really, realize God's goodness. And I love that song. Smooth, I love the vibe, trap vibe to that one. Love his vocals on that one. Basically talking about, like the old people said, he's an on time God. He comes, in perfect timing. And that's what this song is talking about. He come in smooth timing, not on our time, but on his time, but it's always the right time, and that's basically what that song was talking about. All true, basically kind of like for myself, you sometimes in life, you fall back from God, but at the end of the day, things people told you about God, you found out it's all true. And basically that's the song, My Truth. That's a good song. That's the name of the album as well. Beautiful song. And Your World, adulting remix. So yeah, that was the track list of the album, My Truth. Like I said, I love the album cover. I love every song. I think my favorite songs on the album is Detail, Your World, Basics, and let me pick another one, Smooth. I like those songs on the album. But Detail, I gotta say, is my favorite song on the album. I love the lyrics on that one. Like I said, talking about, needing God every moment of your day, every moment of your life. You can't do nothing without God. And the thing I like about Jonathan McReynolds, he's a lyricist. He's a pure artist. He's true to his craft. He's true to drawing, the new generation in as far as his music. And I love the way, when I saw his concert, the way he connect to the younger audience, even the older, I saw a lot of older adults, really into his lyrics. And it was just amazing. With my wife and my mom to the concert, and they both really loved the concert as well. They took videos and pictures of the tour as well. And appreciate y'all for watching this review. As I always give a rating. To me, this album is awesome. Like I said, it's more of a mature album. Really talking about situations, knowing God for yourself. You just needing God as a relationship, in your life. I just love the way he connected on this album. And it's just amazing, the growth I've seen in Jonathan McReynolds throughout the years, winning so many awards, stellar awards. And I wish God, the best, in his continued future, as an artist. Hopefully I get to meet him and work with him one day in the studio. Yeah, as y'all know, I'm a songwriter, producer. And so, hopefully I get to work with him and meet him in the near future. And so, I give a rating, for the album. And I have to give this album a 9 out of 10. I thought it was an amazing album. He mixed a lot of elements, a lot of sounds, different sounds in this album that I really love. And the thing about that, it's hard to connect the theme, with different sounds. And he's done that on this album. He connect the theme of the album, and every song, most of the songs sound, have different styles, and I like that. And so, like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth album. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. If you're into gospel, if you're into, growing in your faith in God, I recommend this album. Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth album. So this has been my review. If you haven't checked it out, like I said, check it out. Like I said, I gave it a 9 out of 10. If you have any comments, send me your rating, what you thought about this album. If you heard the album or you went on, been to the concert, the tour, feel free, send your comments on what you thought about the album, what you thought about the tour, the concert, and I'll, be sure to answer you. answer your response. And I really appreciate all the feedback on my videos. So please subscribe to my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. And until next time, all right, peace.